Hello and good morning. It's Peter out on the farm, bright and early, and it is a beautiful day. We were up before the sunrise and got to experience that warm yellow glow, and now it looks like the storm clouds are moving in and we'll have a bit of spotty rain this afternoon or today. So I was out here feeding chickens, and my dad is actually out on delivery today going to Williston with raw milk deliveries. So that puts me out in the field with the chickens, and I figured I would share a bit of what we're doing on the pastured poultry operation here this morning. And a lot of you may not know or have had real pastured chickens before, and I wanted to share a couple things about why it makes a difference. And as you can see, I just filled up their feeders. We use these trays where the chickens get to eat some natural grains, and we're giving them barley and peas, oats and flax, and there's a recipe that we've created that specifically avoids some of the common trigger foods that some consumers will actually react to when the poultry is eating that. So this special feed does not include any corn or soy or wheat, which have been shown to some people to cause a negative reaction in the finished product. But pastured chickens, why would you go through the work of raising them like this on grass? And the one simple answer is that the healthier your animals are, the healthier you are. And that care is across the board, basically for every food group that you can identify. The healthier the animals are, the healthier that translates to you. So when talking about chickens, you might just think that's a white meat protein. What's the difference? Well, it turns out that the fats, so in the poultry, a big part of where the benefit comes from is in the fats. And when the chickens are getting a large percent of their diet from blades of grass and from seed heads like grass seed, that translates to a good source of healthy fats for the chicken, which will make more rich bone broth and healthier, juicier, more tender meat for you that even tastes better. So you might have heard of the term omega-3 fatty acids or conjugated linoleic acid, and those are some fats. There are good fats and there are bad fats. Those omega-3s and CLAs are some of the good fats that your poultry will harvest from the grasses and the things that they find in the pasture, which makes for healthier fats for you, which helps you fight cancer, which can help fight inflammation. So when you have omega-3s, a common supplement you'll take is fish oil, because fish oil contains a high amount of omega-3s. Pastured poultry will also help you get more omega-3s. Now we have chickens and turkeys in the same pasture right now, and we have a visitor who wants to show off to you. See if he's gonna strut for you. But that's the reason that chickens on pasture are so important, is because the quality of the food that the chicken is eating is tied directly to the quality or the nutrition that you get as the consumer. So when you go to buy your chicken in the store, 9 times out of 10 it's been raised inside of a barn where the birds don't have access to the outdoors, no grass, no healthy feeds, and they tend to have a lot of stress. And as a result, a commercially farmed chicken will be fed antibiotics in order to cope with their environment, keep them from getting deathly sick. Out on pasture, these birds actually have a strong immune system, which makes it so they don't need antibiotics, and we never feed antibiotics to the chickens out here. We instead feed probiotics. So if you've ever had a round of antibiotics and your gut has been cleansed of all good bacteria, you have to eat raw or probiotic foods like yogurt in order to restore some of those good healthy bacteria which are in your gut. And so in a similar way, these chickens not only get to eat grass and stay out on the pasture, but they also get raw dairy. We feed raw milk to our chickens as one of the things that helps them increase their immune system so that you can have a stronger immune system as a result. So these guys just got their food, and now they get to hang out in the pasture behind me, and they have quite a life for a chicken. So these birds are going to be butchered in probably 3 or 4 weeks, and if you haven't already, we're almost sold out of these, but if you message us, we can put you down on the waiting list to see if we have any left. There's about 500 right here, and if you get on the list, you might be able to get some of these guys middle or end of August. And then behind me back here, we have more chickens, but that's for another day. Those are our laying hens. So, hope you have a good one. I'll check back and give you another update from the farm.